Alabama and Mississippi State, two teams with electrifying and explosive running backs. The Bulldogs' James Johnson is the #1 rusher in the SEC. The senior's about ready to add his name to the school's record books, needing a little over his average of 130 yards a game to be State's all-time season rushing leader. The Tide's Sean Alexander already has 1,000 yards on the season, add 10 touchdowns to his name, and the junior is a big reason why Alabama has recovered from last year's worst record in 40 years to being bowl eligible this season. A lot on the line today in Starkville. A duel of two of the best running backs in the nation as both teams continue to fight for a chance to go bowling. Be a battle of future SEC quarterback stars as redshirt freshman Andrew Zhao leads the Crimson Tide against the Mississippi State Bulldogs and their redshirt freshman quarterback Wayne Matkin, two surprise starters that got the job early in the season. It's the Crimson Tide at 6-3 taking on the Bulldogs of Mississippi State at 5-3 from Scott Field in Starkville, Mississippi. Mark Wisniewski will kick off. The freshman out of Jacksonville, Florida, Kevin Prentice and Pig Prather back to receive the kick for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, and we are underway. Prentice to the 20. He's got some room. Wisniewski can't catch him. Across the 50 to the 46-yard line. What a start for the Bulldogs. He's thrown for 6 touchdowns in his last 3 football games, so he is throwing the football extremely well. He's swinging out to Johnson. Pass one defender. Inside the 20, down to the 10 and the 5.
Oh, and what a great block by Anthony Cack, number 78.
Prentice in motion in the shotgun. Matkin can run. Steps up in the pocket. Down to about the 6-inch line. Will they give him a touchdown? No, it'll be a very difficult decision now. 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks. Johnson is the tailback. The handoff goes to McKinley. And the Alabama defense has done it again. They have stopped an opponent inside the red zone. Unbelievable.
What a turn of events for Alabama. That is absolutely incredible.
Now the pressure on redshirt freshman Andrew Zhao. He's under pressure and lofts it up. Michael Vaughn.
Good coverage, man. We're going to watch and see how he tackles today.
3 wideouts in the game. Zhao to throw again. Lofts it up in the air. Can't find his receiver, Quincy Jackson. Robert Bean on the coverage.
Excuse me, Vaughn, when they passed that crossing pattern because they would have punted from their own end zone.
Daniel Pope to punt for Georgia, and he is about as good as it gets in the country. A boomer. This is Prentice. Out to the 20, flags everywhere.
You can read
foul is an illegal block in the back by the returning team. The penalty will be half the distance to the goal line. First down.
He might be accustomed to this weather. Spent a year in the Navy. 3 months out at sea. There's Johnson. He sees some daylight. Picks up the first down. Tackled by Dixon again. It's not like Tim Couch that he can throw it 45, 50 times a game.
He's got to make everyone count.
In the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Matkin. That one falls incomplete. Intended for Kevin Cooper.
A lot of pressure on Connor Stevens, number 90, his replacement.
A fumble in the backfield. Mississippi State has recovered it. Flags are down. Just about 11 yards to go to pick up the first down. Matkin under pressure, dodges a couple of guys, fumbles the football. It's on the ground. Nobody has it. Alabama comes up with Travis Smith recovering the football.
Oh, there's that stack eye.
Kevin Cooper was wide open. Zhao back to throw. Has Michael Vaughn at the 42, and a first down for the Crimson Tide. Bean on the coverage. Zhao back to throw over the middle. Flags abound everywhere. Calvin Hall was the intended receiver.
It looked like Calvin Hall almost pulled out a miracle catch there. Look at the number of guys up on the line. Here comes Mississippi State.
4 wide receivers. Zhao has his man. Alexander breaks a tackle down to the 5-yard line, and a big first down for the Crimson Tide. Mississippi State fourth in the Southeastern Conference in total lead, giving up just over 300 yards a game. Dow rolls to the right, looking in the end zone. It'll be intercepted, and a touchback by Robert Bean, the junior, out of Decatur, Georgia. First and 10 from the 20. Matkin is 1 of 4 so far, goes up top, loves to throw the deep ball. Nearly caught. Flags are down, however, at the 44-yard line. Matkin loves to throw. And that'll go against Alabama. These guys had to come up with ways to get some leverage and use their quickness against this Bulldog front offensive line that averages well over 290 pounds. There's the pitch to Johnson, hurdles his own player and gets it out over the 45. 3 wide receivers for Mississippi State in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Matkin across the middle, got his receiver. Kelvin Love with a big reception. Marcus Spencer on the coverage, and that's a first down for the Bulldogs, a gain of 14. Boy, you will see one of those games next Saturday, November 21st, and I really don't think you're a loser no matter what game you get in that situation.
No, those are 2 great games.
Matkin up top. Prentice in the end zone, and he had Bryant turned all the way around inside the end zone.
And he comes back and interferes, and it's just going to be a 10-yard penalty instead of being a touchdown. What a recovery by Bryant to get back there and not allow the touchdown.
Play action. Matkin rolling to his left, throwing across his body in the end zone, nearly picked off.
Foul was holding by the defense during the pass play.
2 tight ends. Johnson, your tailback. The handoff right up the gut, up and over. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They're on the board first behind James Johnson.
We talked about them being a right-handed team, and they run so much behind Randy Thomas, number 77, and Anthony Capp, number 78.
Alabama with 4, 5 wide receivers in the game, no backs. Andrew Zhao can't get out of the arms of Alvin McKinley.
Well, McKinley just burst through the line.
Actually had a pretty decent game against BYU, but just couldn't move this offense, and they had to make a change, and they went to Zhao.
Well, he's not a real mobile quarterback like Andrew Zhao, but a great competitor. 6-year senior, stayed here, and just gave this team a lot.
Another tremendous kick by Daniel Pope, who had a 60-yarder, and another flag is down.
Well, that was a boomer, that kick, wasn't it? When you throw a ball, you always lift that left shoulder on your delivery to get that forward momentum.
James Johnson with a huge hole out to the 30-yard line. 1.2 yards shy of his season average. 4.8 isn't bad. Matkin under pressure, has to unload it. Got Prentice. They say he caught it on the far side, and a first down on 3rd and 7. What a big catch, a gain of 10. They're not a team that really holds on to the football. Matter of fact, they're last in the SEC in time of possession. Matkin in trouble, dodges, has Johnson wide open. Nobody on the far side of the field. Inside the 30, down to the 19-yard line. Tony Dixon runs him out for Alabama. Jacinzo Miller in the game for James Johnson. Matkin goes up top looking for Prentice. Covered by Bryant, but a flag down inside the 10.
We're going to see a hold.
3rd down and 4. The option. Matkin turns it inside.
Boy, really close.
Very close to a first down. He had to get to just a fraction beyond the 4. 21-yarder from the left hash mark. Is up, and it's good. And that will be a confidence boost for Mr. Hazelwood and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Vaughn in motion. Pressure up the gut. Looking for that slip screen. And Millens and Alexander almost in the same spot.
Yeah, and I think Hilliard might have got a hand on the ball. Well, they're banged up, they're nicked, but they're playing hard. Alabama has come to play football.
Johnson slipped outside. One man to beat. It was Marcus Spencer who cut him down at the knees, but a big gain of 21 for James. James Johnson has carried the ball over 20 times here in the first half. Right up the gut. Jacinzo Miller checks in for James Johnson, and he might go, but he's knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line by Tony Dixon.
They're not going to get fancy down here.
3rd and goal. Matt can turn it up.
I think that's a touchdown.
Give him a touchdown. The near sideline judge gives him credit. Matkin goes and gives him the football. Good call.
Mississippi State with 14 first downs in this first half. That's the telltale sign.
Jeff Walker, kickoff will go to Freddie Millens at the goal line. Millens with great speed. He's got room on the outside across the 40. Across midfield down to about the 47-yard line with a tremendous return. 53 yards, the stop made by Eugene Clinton, and that's exactly what Alabama needed.
If they're going to get back in this football game, they've got to do it now with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this first half.
Hand off to the outside, and Alexander down to about the 40. Clinton on the stop, his 3rd.
They can go in on a positive note and get some momentum for the second half.
Alexander, the outside again. Trying to get the corner, does first down, Crimson Tide. Flag is down, however.
But I thought Michael Vaughn was jammed in the face. Face mask against the defense, that's right. And if you're an Alabama fan and you're in that huddle right now, they're saying, don't come up dry, get some points.
There's Alexander, continues to drive. That'll be close to another first down. 3rd and 10. Down. Back to throw, under pressure. Taken down at about the line of scrimmage.
Well, Alabama's got to come away with some points. This is about a 35-yard kick.
Ryan Flugner from 35 is blocked. Robert Bean comes in to make the block.
They just came up dry. You can't do that. You've got to get points.
The pitch to Johnson. Clock is ticking, and Mississippi State looks content to just run it out, leading by 17, and Alabama had an opportunity. They needed a spark before halftime. They thought they might have gotten it off the 50-plus yard return from Freddie Millens. But they go to the locker room trailing by 17.
And drive at the length of the field.
3 wide receivers in the game. Zhao to pass. Nice looking pass and catch. Quincy Jackson with the reception.
Get some momentum back for Alabama. That's what their thinking is.
Lock in motion. The handoff to Alexander. He's got McClintock sealing off the inside. And Alexander gets a first down. Sean Alexander won the award the first 2 weeks of the season. And he gets popped right there on 3rd down. Tremendous defense from Mississippi State. 4 wide receivers in the football game on 3rd and 10.
Oh, they got that underneath screen.
Kevin Cooper spins his way to a first down across the 30. Matkin, the redshirt freshman, 6 of 10 on the afternoon. Johnson goes to the left side, gets it outside. Across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Tony Dixon has to knock him out of bounds.
But the fullback is so important in this power football.
And off to Johnson. He cuts it to the outside, inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Now remember that it was Dr. Flick, I think it is, and he does a lot in communications.
Up top. Ruled incomplete, but a flag is down.
Hey, we've seen enough flags today. There it is, holding on the defense.
You know, he's telling us he's having trouble practicing with his defense. So many people are banged up, so this is a great break for their defense. Across the middle, a flag is down.
That flag's along the line of scrimmage, had nothing to do with the play.
Well, a little moist on the field. We'll see if that has any bearing on this 30-yard field goal from Mr. Hazelwood. Kick is up.
Boy, that's great.
It is perfect.
Great hold. Just a great hold on the play.
Alabama, folks, they got to get some first downs. Sean Alexander, the pitch. Bulldogs are there, going nowhere. Cornell Menifee with a huge defensive play and a big loss by the Crimson Tide.
And he seems to get more and more of it every game.
3 wide receivers in the game. Alabama backed up. Zhao has a receiver. Wide open on the far side. It's Freddie Millen spins his way out of trouble, and a big time first down for the Crimson Tide.
Good hustle there by Mississippi State. If they don't hustle.
Zhao showing some strength. Finally brought down by Ashley Cooper. Picks up his second sack of the season. See if they can do it again here.
Boy, and here comes Mississippi State. They got a lot of people up on the line.
Zhao fumbles the football. It's loose. Picked up by Chris Samuels, who's hammered at the 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers in the game. Shotgun for Zhao. Across the middle, Scott Alexander. He's got some room. A lot of room. A first down inside the 30 to the 26. What a great play call by Alabama. It's 2nd down and 5. 2 tight ends in the game. Handoff. Montoya Madden. And he picks up another first down for Alabama. There is Alabama inside the 20 today. And it is pouring. Flag down, Zhao. Nowhere to go, throws it across the middle, and a flag down in the end zone as well. But a huge break day for Alabama if it is offsetting.
Yeah, there's both penalties, offside and defensive interference.
Done a nice job stopping Alexander today, but they didn't stop him there. Alexander bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the season.
He said last week, we never played that bad, and we won. And sure enough, they're coming back in this football game.
Wisniewski's kickoff taken by Mississippi State. DeCenzo Miller across midfield to the 45. And just when you thought Alabama had some momentum, there it goes, a return of 37 by Miller. Dixon had a career-high 11 tackles last week against LSU. Matkin throws to the near side, has Matt Butler, but he drops it. Matt Wyatt is their pooch punter. He will step back and try to knock this inside the 15-yard line.
Oh,
bad snap over the head of Matt Wyatt. He will fall on it at the 40-yard line, and another big break for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Great field position for Alabama at the 40. Zhao pump fakes, goes deep, got a receiver wide open. Sean Alexander scores from 40 yards out, and just like that, Alabama has cut into the Mississippi State lead. They now trail by only 7, and it could be 6. Before we come to the conclusion of this 3rd period that has seen Alabama score twice.
Boy, and Alabama's playing with a lot more life.
Wide open is the fullback, McKinley. He rumbles to midfield. First down, Mississippi State as the horn sounds. Fernando Bryant on the stop, a gain of 15.
Let's see if Matkin doesn't use that elusiveness. He can roll out. He's got a lot of speed.
Across the middle, it's Love, wide open, cuts it to the outside. Down to the 10-yard line before Marcus Pitcher drives him out of bounds. A gain of 40. He now has 1,195, a new school record. Trying to add to that total. A stutter step, touchdown, James Johnson. Leading by 12 will now go for 2 points. They'll line up in the eye. There is Johnson in motion. Matkin runs into his fullback, throws it in the corner of the end zone. No flag. Looking for Kevin Cooper, but Dixon on the coverage. Alabama in a hole now, trailing by 12. Zhao pump fakes. Plenty of time across the middle, has his receiver out across the 45-yard line. That'll be Calvin Hall.
Boy, what time did Zhao have to look downfield? Big down here, 3rd down and 3.
Alexander, the student body left, got nowhere.
I thought you're not allowed to have cowbells at an SEC game.
Those aren't cowbells.
Oh, those aren't. Okay, those are fingers clicking. Fingers clicking.
Big 3rd down. Matkin falls to the ground on 3rd and 6.
I wonder if Eric Allen stepped on his foot because he never came out.
Arvin Richards, Dustin McClintock in the backfield. The dive right up the middle. That'll be a first down for Alabama. Zhao on 1st and 10. Across the middle, wide open is his receiver down to about the 28-yard line. That's Eric Locke, the freshman. Eric Daniel on the stop, a gain of 12. Freddie Millens on the bottom of your screen, but no need to worry about Millens as Ed Smith brings down Andrew Zhao. 2nd and 20. Zhao under pressure, nowhere to go, he's down again.
Well, I can tell you this, Alabama's got great pride. If there's a way they can stop them, they'll come out.
James Johnson breaks a tackle out across the 35.
Big down right here. You don't want to force it in trouble. If you're Alabama, you're looking for a mistake.
Swing it out to Johnson. Well played defensively by Steve Stanley. The senior read it all the way. And if Walker ever wanted to rip off a 60-yard kick, now would be the time. Oh. Nearly blocked.
Wow.
And what a kick. Chris Horn nearly blocked it, but then Walker booms it inside the 10. A 50-yarder in the air.
How did that punt not get blocked?
Speed galore is Freddie Millens, and they send him down the middle of the field. Actually, they come across the dink pass out to Sean Alexander. That's a first down out to about the 23-yard line. 3rd and 5. Zhao. Quincy Jackson breaks a tackle. Another first down, and he gets out of bounds. A lot of effort from Quincy Jackson as he was driven out of bounds by Tim Nelson. Quincy Jackson had a big game last week. There's Millens. He spins another first down. Zhao looking for Jackson. Actually, Eric Locke just couldn't keep up with it. Mississippi State hasn't beaten Alabama 3 times in a row since 1914. Zhao. Behind Jackson, he's looking for a flag. No flag. Mississippi State takes over. Andrew Zhao, once again, learning as he goes. Just a freshman, and next year we'll have to battle with Tyler Watts.
Why not give it to James Johnson?
Why not? James Johnson to the 10, taken down at the 5-yard line.
Oh, boy. Well, you're looking at one of the premier running backs that I've ever seen in this conference or any conference. A guy who just works hard, drives the football in there, doesn't ask any quarry, doesn't make he just never makes mistakes. He just plays hard all the time.
Miller stopped at the goal line, but that will do it. James Johnson takes the Bulldogs and puts them on his shoulders and leads them to a victory. Mississippi State beats Alabama by 12. Back in a moment.